Now, this is going to be very controversial, and I understand that, especially coming from a woman who does love women, right? But the truth is, pride has been used recently to promote the devil. Now, hear me out, before y'all come for my throat, because I told y'all I'm a woman-loving woman. I'm not a woman-lusting woman, though. I believe that I should be able to marry whoever I want, whether that's a woman or a man, but most likely a woman, because I do love my ladies, yes. But I also love the Lord more than anything. I'm gonna start by saying that. Now, why I say that pride is being used to promote the devil is because it's no longer about people wanting to love who they want to love. It's now become very hypersexual. Now, if you've been to Pride in these last couple of years, you know exactly what I'm talking about. People out there butt ass naked, things hanging out, hula la tila hanging out, and hey, do what you want to do. But that's not why pride was created. Pride was created so that we could fight for our right to love who we want to love, not to be out there butt naked. Now, if y'all did that any other day, if they did that any other day, they would be in motherfucking jail. And let's be honest about this. Now, that doesn't mean that I want to say, oh, you gotta change the LGBTQ. None of that. Because that has nothing to do with what I'm saying. I'm saying that this has been promoting the devil. Y'all have been allowing it to change who we are, which is not hypersexual, which is what the world has told us that we are, but it's someone who wants to love who he wants to love. It's not about going out and showing that we can be hypersexual. It's about telling the world that, hey, I can love who I want to love. That's what we're fighting for. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all exactly how the devil done did it, right? Because it dawned on me that back in the day, right, it was a sin, which is not, because a sin is to fail to love others and God. That's the definition of a sin. It's a failure to love others and God. Being a homosexual was never a sin. Being in the LGBTQ was never a sin. It's the way that the Lord has made you. Don't confuse me when I say that. But I'm going to tell you what the devil has done to make it become a sin. Now, back in the day, it used to be that they used it to hate others, and they used it to beat and murder others. And when I say others, I mean the gay community. The straight community or the heterosexual community would use that as an excuse to beat, to murder, to mistreat a certain individual because of those aspects. There we go. Aspects. Now, how it has flipped. The world realized, hey, that's not right. That's not what the Lord had told us to do. That's not loving. That's not what a Christian should do. So the devil saw that the world was changing, that the world was no longer accepting that, hey, we can go mistreat, abuse, and beat and murder these people. So what did he do? He's not just going to give up. No, that's not how the devil works. He's going to change his tactics. So now he changed the tactic to, hey, let's change this sin to lust. So now the sin, let me make sure y'all get this. The sin before was hate. They started hating themselves. When I say themselves, I mean homosexuals hated themselves. So they thought that they deserved that mistreatment, but the Lord loves you. Then he said, hey, they're changing their minds. They're coming out of the closet. They're no longer allowing me to mistreat them, to disable them in their love for others. So what am I going to do? Oh, baby, I got a new tactic. Oh, I'm going to change it to lust. I'm going to change it to, oh, they can commit adultery. Oh, I'm going to change it to all the things that the Lord told us not to do. Now, I've challenged myself that I am not watching any videos, any shows, any movies that center love, women loving women, or man loving man, or any type of LGBTQ where they're committing adultery. And y'all changing that perspective it's crazy how the media has changed what loving others has done for you. Now, when I say this is because I can only watch about 2 or 3 shows now, baby. Which is like crazy. And it's like how they're brainwashing us to think that, hey, the people have labeled us as these hypersexual, very like outside of what is normal. So, hey, let's do that. Let's change ourselves. Let's become that. It's just like when somebody first comes out and they like, you know what, I like women. And guess what they do? They change their whole personality. So now everything's about them liking women. That's not how God created you. I come out and I dress a little more masculine. And I want to tell you, I never conform to that. I dress a little more masculine. Yes, y'all see the fit? Come on. I said, actually, get into the fit. Yeah. And the comments start coming. Oh, she's a stud. Oh, she's a stud. Oh, I'm not a stud. I'm not a fem. I'm not a stem. I'm Sammy. I do what I want because that's the way that the Lord has created me. Don't ever put me in a box or ever try to put me in a box because you ain't going to be allowed to, baby. Now, let's get back to it. When y'all first come out, what do? They go to the spectrum of, oh, you know what? I'm gay. I have to be this type of gay. I have to be this type of gay. I have to pick a side. I have to change to very masculine, or I have to change to very feminine, or I have to be hypersexual. And that's not the way that it is supposed to be. It's truly not. You should be doing what you want to do, which is love others. Not conforming to what the world wants you to do. That the world wants you to be hypersexual. Because that allows them to put you in a box to let you know that, hey, this person is gay. This person is in a pride. So I'm finna just, now I have that mindset. Oh yeah, I have to show them, hey, you thought I was this? I'm gonna be 10 times worse than that. That's not how it's supposed to be. Now, if you stay to the end of this, I'm going to be talking about this on my podcast. So please tune in. I'll let y'all know when I'm dropping it.